Hello there. I'm in the fantastic grandstand at Chengdu, which is really a dreamlike course. It's like an Olympic course. I've been here just over a day now and just still gobsmacked by the facilities. And tonight, just watching the cruise out. It's the Italian eight go by and the Greek, I think, lightweight quads. British heavy quad had a fantastic win yesterday in their heat. It's just lovely to sit and watch cruise, really. And this morning I was pretty active on the bike with all the coaches, watching the reportages, and really what struck out, what was I struck by? I have to say, one of them was a lightweight women's double sculls reportage, which was amazing. At least it was exciting to look at. It was Australia, Sweden, and Denmark, and you'd think the Aussies would win that. There were two other crews, Korea and Vietnam, in it, but the Australian crew got to 300 metres and suddenly stopped dead, and it was like the other crews receding into the distance. I think what had happened was maybe the stroke girl, Maya Simmons, had lost a blade. It popped out. She sat there and had to put it back in. It seemed to take ages. They lost about 15, 16 seconds on the field, and it looked for all the world like they were going out. And then slowly, gradually, the Australians got back into the race and they gradually worked themselves by the final 500 metres into a qualifying position. And it was just so exciting seeing grown men, all the Aussie coaches, like Drew Ginn, just shout. He was like very much keep cool, stay cool, you're going to do it. Even some of the British coaches, I heard Mark Banks say, bloody hell, that's the first time I've ever shouted for an Aussie crew. It was that exciting. And of course, there were some other fantastic races today. Just picked out a few of them. The men's four repechage, Czechs, the Spanish, the Germans went through at the expense of Martin McElroy's Canadian four, which I think is their top boat. Sensational race, and I have to say, the Spanish moved through from a non-qualifying position, fourth place, into second place at the finish, which is just an example of the remarkable renaissance of Spanish Rome recently. And I do hear that they've got a different coach. Their other coach has gone to Chile. New guy, squad at Banyoles, has obviously been doing some fantastic things because both Canada and New Zealand were out in that event. There was some brilliant racing in the women's quadruple sculls too. Fantastic finish. You can never write the Dutch off at the finish, and the Dutch women's quad, that was great because I was watching it with Diederik Simone, who's the famous Dutch Olympic champion rower, 40 plus year old. He was rowing in the London Olympics. He's coaching the women's quad now. And basically, they were in third, which is a non qualifying place for most of the race. And Australia and Italy looked like the two qualifiers. And then gradually, in the last 500 metres, the Dutch moved and moved and moved. And then they hit the front, and the Aussies were desperately trying to get through. All the coaches were shouting, but it was all to no avail. The Dutch finished second, brilliantly stroked by Nicole Burkers, and so that was a big, big smile on their coach's face. And then I thought the two men's quads repechages were fantastic. There was a brilliant race, um, the second race of the repechage between Slovenia, Netherlands, Canada, and the USA. It was just all four quads were right in it, three places to go through. The American quad, the young American quad, didn't quite make it. It's good for the Canadians that they got someone through, but Slovenians, who generally go out quickly and maybe can't stay the pace, they managed to keep their bounce in front. So really exciting, and can't wait for tomorrow. There's some great races up, adaptive finals too. One of the best rowing facilities that I've ever been on. Brilliant.